Take it, MP. That's good, MP.
We are at the point.
Just the northwest corner of the parking lot. Those things are
They don't even know what's coming for them.
Oh my God.
All right, baby. Let's get down.
The Knicks, ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home court advantage. Coming into the building earlier tonight. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for him.
And he's a little less of a go-to guy for their offense now, at least compared to earlier on in the season. You can see his usage percentage is slumping over the last 5 games. Hopefully he can be more involved tonight.
So here are the Jazz starting 5. They've got Andrew Nembhard, Lauri Markkanen out there with Walker Kessler, and it's Hendricks in at the 4. And for New York, Randall plays the 4 with Robinson in at center. DeAnthony Melton out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at small forward. Well, we've touched on it in prior broadcasts. MP has spent the last few games with a #1 priority of trying to keep others involved.
Well, coaches always love a pass-first mentality, as long as it's the right pass and you aren't passing up opportunities to be aggressive and score. For MP lately, the results on the floor have been mixed. He's shown some flashes, but lately it's been a bit of a disappointment. I think even he'd tell you he can do better.
Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, good defense, losing to better offense in that instance. You love how calm Mikal Bridges is in the face of that great contest.
Pull for 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3. Grant, what a blazing hot start to MP's career. He becomes the fastest to 5,000 points. Incredible.
And for anyone wondering if MP's game would translate to the NBA, you can stop wondering. Getting to 5,000 so fast shows that MP is well on his way to being an all-time great. Good heads-up basketball. Season opening and capitalizes.
For New York, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said, we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope he can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, PA. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
From the arc, Utah grabs the miss. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
I think one of the impressive things about the young Walker Kessler is you know what you're going to get night by night. Great shot blocking and consistent rebounding and defense.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the evening. First one falls for them. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future, their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Poole outside. Over Melton. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Poole's got 11 points. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
When you talk about what it means to dominate, MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Well, there's a certain edge that Julius Randle plays with that allows him to draw contact.
Free throw drops for Randle. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
Josh Hart's checked in for New York. DiVincenzo comes in for Jalen Brunson, and Randle drops them both.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Knocks down the triple.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Randle against Collins. That one's wide left. And it's Poole with the ball for the Utah Jazz. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York.
And they were able to come away with wins in both games last season. Impressive, to say the least.
These two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
Pass to Hendricks. Now Poole. Jacks up a 3. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Knicks trail by 14. Melton outside. Now Bridges. Williams defending. Outside. DiVincenzo. Lets the three fly. He buries it from three.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And so it's Utah. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. Back to the game after this break.
Yeah, just getting my shot warmed up, you know, ready for this.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter.
Dynamic goal, personal goal.
His last outing, he had 11 points. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York.
Time.
Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Poole comes in for Williams. They've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with D'Anthony Melton. Then it's Dante
there, by the way.
DiVincenzo.
Your hoodie got delivered. Mm-hmm.
And it's Robinson in at the 5.
Yes,
So
is
that's who's
delivered.
on the floor for the Knicks. Robinson, a screen on George. Pass to Melton. Let's go with a 3. Kessler with a rebound.
Defense dodged a bullet that
Shit,
time.
it's
Total
your hoodie.
breakdown.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, guys, freak in their last time.
It might.
Out against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He had 46 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And both free throws good
91.
for Poole. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for DiVincenzo. Hendricks
Till I
is
break
checked in
him.
for Utah. Lowry Marketing comes in for George. Here's Randle using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randle assertive and able to find the finish.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And here's what the Utah Jazz schedule looks like. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trail Blazers.
They have a nice string of home contests coming up. This team has been fantastic in their own house, so a great chance to put together a few wins right now.
Brunson passes to Bridges. Nails it from 3. Bridges has got 5 points.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Well, Doris, since he was traded out of Phoenix, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have skyrocketed. Why is that?
Well, number one, he's worked hard to develop his skill on the offensive end. He came in as a 3 and D guy, but what he's proven is he can handle the basketball, he can initiate action. You love the work ethic that went into that.
Brunson, and it's Poole with a rebound.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Nembhard, the pass to Poole. Fires for three. The Knicks with the rebound. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Kessler a screen. Pass to Hendricks. Takes a three. Knocks down the long J. Hendricks has got his second bucket on the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. New York making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And Utah with a change here too. George, he's checked in for Nembhard. Outside, DiVincenzo, right wing.
I'm trying to team up when we got locked in.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Kessler.
Well, with his strength, Julius Randle can absorb contact easier than a lot of players. This guy is not going to be intimidated.
Randle drops them both.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Puts it up. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
Bro, it's
all
hard
game
to break
long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Melton outside. Bridges down low. Markkanen's there. Bridges misses. George with it. And Melton picks him up defensively. It's hauled in by Robinson.
This is why.
Past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Kessler finds Poole. Offensive rebound. Kessler with a bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. It's the Jazz opening up a huge gap, and we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat.
I never knew when to get your friend dude. I mean, it is goodie.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And you know, for that matchup with the Cavaliers, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games...
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Knicks.
A lot of bricks out there. Reminds me of my free throw shooting. Enough to build a house. Come on, man. Take it to the paint. Man up.
Man up is correct. These teams often get addicted, Shaq, to the 3. Time for some intervention here. What's your plan?
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. So the Utah 5 right now. We've got Walker Kessler, Lauri Markkanen out there with Andrew Nembhard, and it's Poole in at the 1. Three-pointer. And it's Brunson.
Not much, man. Not much. Just warming up a little bit, you know, just getting my shot right.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that
I was earlier. And then, like I said, I had to get head out and run errands real quick. Make sure I have my stuff ready for the laundry, man. No.
Hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Pull for three, and that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pass to Randall. Poole against Melton. Bridges outside. Three-pointer. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
They're getting torched.
I was earlier. My first game, I shot horrible. On my second one, if I couldn't find my shot, I was just driving for real.
Stolen by Kessler. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Here's Nembhard.
Oh, Jesus.
Poole up top. He's guarded by Bridges. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Robinson. And for the Knicks, they're shooting just...
Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and put that back on simple.
33% so far in this
game.
All right.
I thought I would be better if I just had my shot timing on all shots, but I feel like it's better if I do it on simple and call out my shots, you know.
Melton drains the triple. Melton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end, on time and on target with the pass.
Pass to Poole. Stolen by Melton. Bridges outside. Launches
Jesus,
it.
boy.
Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Markkanen outside. To the inside. Clock at 6. Poole, the pass to Markkanen. Shoots over Randall. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Poole. Poole's got his 4th assist with that last one.
So what's the lineup again?
It's rebounded by Hendricks.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
What the frick?
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Jazz. They currently hold the 4th best record in the conference.
Checking out the Jazz, what's crazy is we haven't really seen the early season explosion we expected from them, but they're starting to pile up wins nonetheless.
Well, it speaks volumes that they're able to win without being in their A place, in their A game. Once they really start to gel, it's going to be very hard to slow them down. This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Poole for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
But yeah, like I say, I take advantage of the open space, bro. Like, when it comes to shooting.
Now he's trying to shut the door.
It's mostly catch and shoot. But I create my own shot whenever I can.
Nice D from Nembhard. The Jazz have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the 3rd. Here's Poole. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Poole's got 34 points.
Mostly if it's like a go-to shot or anything like that, I'll usually use a stick because it's already in motion. There ain't no point in switching to like square or anything.
Poole outside. 4-3.
That's all.
The rebound by Bridges.
Lord.
New York has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime.
This is something you're seeing evolve with Mikal Bridges, expanding his playmaking abilities.
There's 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Poole. Oh, wow. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Back to Melton. Takes the three. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 8 rebounds in the game. Bridges outside. Back to Melton. Outside Brunson. Off target from three-point range. And so it's the Utah Jazz in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Is the future after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for New York. And a switch here also for Utah. Poole, he's checked in for Clarkson. They've got Jalen Brunson. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's DeAnthony Melton, and it's Hart in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Looking to end this cold spell. Count that one.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
Poole from long range. And another miss by Utah. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They'll take on the Cavaliers at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse after this one. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Poole for 3. Buries it from 3. Poole's got 39.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Brunson passes to Melton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Šarić to the middle. Poole outside. Over Brunson. And it's New York with a rebound. Melton with the ball. Poole picks him up. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession. And some changes here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hart. Julius Randle. Comes in for Alexander Walker. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for DiVincenzo.
Give me a second. I'm in my career game, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I had this is one of my dynamic career ones. I ain't gonna lie. I got 2 minutes.
I'll take that mid-range.
Here's Poole. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Poole's got 41.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Pass to Melton. Fires the three. Williams grabs the board. Utah has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Here's Šarić. Now Poole. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
But like most of my go-to shots are like on the mid-range, though. So if I had to fade on the mid-range, I would like tell people, hey yo, let me get that shit like last couple of seconds if y'all can't come up with a play or anything like that.
Just a terrific performance for the Jazz.
And that's what mostly like, yeah, my boys be doing. They just hand it to me and I just create my shot on the damn mid-range like a motherfucker, yo. It be the most stupidest shit, but it goes in.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
Goddamn.
All the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out.
My girl over here looking at TikToks and shit, no wonder.
They simply can't stop
Instagram
him
reels
right
and
now.
shit.
This guy playing with passion and focus.
And the three off target. Here's Utah. Poole, the pass to George. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question.
Even in the where this shit shuts down, I like how realistic the stadium can be a little bit.
Melton misses. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Poole against Melton. Puts up a 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
George against Brunson.
Good lordy.
So it's Utah easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching.
Should I shoot with
see you
square
next
at the
time.
stick? That is going to be a tough question for me to answer. Right. No, because sometimes it be... Yeah, I feel you, I feel you.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
Bro, what? Bro. Shoot. Like, well, like I told, what's her name, bro? I told, this build is a PG, but it's designed to run the 2. It can run the 1 as well, like bring the ball down the court, but like, yeah, true. So I'm at the I'm at the shooting guard, yeah. So we're doing proving grounds, like what? I have not touched proving grounds like since last season. Oh shit. I have not touched proving grounds since last season. Oh, where y'all at? Hold on. Alrighty. I said, my own